I have been exposed, everyone. I am an SJW. Or at least according to Jesse Milestone, I am. I just want to say welcome back to Jesse. Thank you so much for being back on the channel. It's been a while, and apparently I just need to continue to make videos that you can do rebuttals to, and then that'll keep you around. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But with that being said, I just wanted to kind of do a video talking. I have a mosquito flying around. Anyway, that was besides the point. And by the way, I do have a little bit of, it's not just a little bit, I do have a cold right now, so I'm trying to deal with this congestion and stuff. So if I sound a little bit funky right now, that's probably why. So, but with all that being said, I wanted to do a video kind of doing a rebuttal to Jesse's rebuttal to my video in regard to this whole Kristen Stewart thing, because, and I wouldn't have done a rebuttal type of video if it wasn't for the fact that Jesse Milestone called me an SJW. Now, I actually kind of agree with most of the stuff that Jesse was saying in her video. I don't have a problem with most of the stuff that she was saying, because I actually agree with most of what she was saying, and that's mostly just because Jesse was dealing with a different type of point than my video was dealing with, and I'm going to get into that in just a little bit here. But the fact that Jesse called me an SJW on her video made me, I need to do a video defending myself in this, because I think that was uncalled for to call me that. And the reason why I think that was uncalled for to call me that is because basically she was saying that I was being an SJW because I was just taking one quote from Kristen Stewart and doing a video on it. I disagree with that, because I wasn't doing an entire character piece backstory type of video exploring who Kristen Stewart was as a person and her, her life story, all of that type of stuff that Jesse was doing with her video. My job was to just take the quote that everyone in the mainstream media was talking about, that the entire mainstream media was blowing up about, and call out Kristen Stewart's sorry, I almost said it, BS in it. I don't want to say it because I don't want to get this video demonetized or anything, which it probably will be anyway. But my job with my video was to call out Kristen Stewart's BS. That's why I did my video talking about her quote. And her quote was something along the lines to, she couldn't get work at things like for Marvel because she was holding her girlfriend's hand out in public. And I was like, that is absolute nonsense. That is absolute BS. And I don't believe that. I don't believe her when she's saying that. I think that she is playing the victim when she's saying that. And yes, Kristen Stewart disguised that victim mentality by basically having this pious sort of pompous sort of attitude, by being like, oh yeah, like I can't get roles. I could get a role if I wanted to at Marvel, but I want to just be me. I just want to be myself and all that type of stuff, and nobody's gonna change who I am and all that type of stuff, and that's fine. That's fine, her saying that, but she was still playing a victim at the end of the day by saying that she couldn't get some work because she was holding her girlfriend's hand. And I just think that that's BS. I think that's nonsense. And so that was the point of my video. Now, Jesse's video had a different point to it. The point of her video was to basically explore who Kristen Stewart was as a person and all that type of stuff, and just to show that she is an actual activist who lives out what she preaches. And that's totally fine. I don't have a problem with her making a video about that. I don't have a problem with her making a video basically saying that Kristen Stewart is a genuine activist, and that's totally fine. But I just don't agree with her statement saying that she isn't getting some work because she's holding her girlfriend's hand. I think that's silly. Now, the other part of my video was also calling out the fact that, well, kind of just pointing out that the mainstream media was going to immediately take that quote from Kristen Stewart from that article. The mosquito is back, and you better stay away from me. But basically the mainstream media took that quote from that article and ran with it everywhere, and basically was like, oh, look how oppressed people are in Hollywood. Look how oppressed Kristen Stewart is. Look how terrible everybody is in Hollywood. That's how the mainstream media acted, and that's what I pointed out in my video. I was like, I guarantee you this is going to continue to blow up among the mainstream media. Now, the other thing I want to point out too is that the Quartering covered that same quote from Kristen Stewart. He didn't do an entire character piece on Kristen Stewart. He didn't look into her entire life story. He covered that quote from Kristen Stewart that the mainstream media was covering as well. And Wish Upon Vlog also covered that same quote from Kristen Stewart. Bounded Comics, a website that are actually friends of us here on the channel. They did an article about that quote from Christian Stewart. Are they all SJWs too? So the Quartering, Wish Upon a Vlog, me, and Bounding Comics are all SJWs, because instead of doing an essay on Christian Stewart's person as a whole, on her entire life story or whatever, we focus on the same quote that the rest of the media was focusing on as well, but instead we were calling out the nonsense in it. I guess we're all SJWs now, I guess. According to Jesse. And this isn't like a jab at Jesse. I'm just pointing out that we just had a different approach with our type of video than Jesse did with hers. And that's totally fine. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I don't have a problem with Jesse's video at all. In fact, I agree with a lot of what Jesse was saying in that video. I think that activists should be practicing what they preach. Instead of just being like this fake virtue signaling type of people. And I just don't think that I was being an SJW by the type of video that I was making. And in fact, I just don't appreciate the fact that I was being called an SJW because I was doing a different type of video than what Jesse was doing. And the point of my video was different than what Jesse's point was. That's all I wanted to talk about, and just kind of do a video kind of just defending myself in this situation. Like I said, I wouldn't have done a video otherwise, but I just wanted to do a video talking about that. So, I actually got it. Holy crap. I am actually a legend, and that's disgusting. So, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this makes sense to you guys. And, I'm not trying to create more conflict or anything like that. I'm not even going to be talking about anything else that Jessie talked about in her video. I'm just basically just defending myself and saying that I am indeed not an SJW, and me covering a type of video that Jesse didn't like doesn't make me an SJW. Is basically what I just want to say here. So, to everyone out there, thank you so much. I am glad that Jesse's back on the channel. I hope that Jesse continues to make videos. I love Jesse. I appreciate Jesse, and I'm glad that she's part of the team. And I'm also glad that we at Geeks and Gamers are able to have different opinions. That's one of the things that I appreciate about the channel here at Geeks and Gamers, about Jeremy, about everyone who's involved in Geeks and Gamers, is that we all have different opinions, and that's awesome. That is fantastic. I love that. And that is what more people should be striving for, is being able to get along and respect each other even when we have different opinions. That is beautiful in every way. And this is gross. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.